For decades, the Democrats have relied upon the emotional fragility of their supporters and the court of public opinion to sway votes in their favor. You know, it's a sad day because a lot of Americans realized that the Democrats lack substance, great thoughts, and policies that will improve this country. Instead, they continue to play upon the politics of thought police, provoking emotions that are fragile in their supporters to sway their vote, and using the court of public opinion based on half-truths and distorted truth and even outright lies. Now, are the Republicans totally innocent of this? No, but it's much more apparent in the Democrat Party. Recently, Hillary Clinton came out and made a speech, and she was immediately blasted on Twitter by the conservatives for her complete and total refusal to take personal responsibility for the loss of her election. Now let me put this together for you. She came out and said, I was on my way to winning until October 27th. And then on the 28th, when Comey released information, I lost the election, basically. But right before that, she said, I accept total responsibility for my loss. And then immediately blamed James Comey and the FBI and these email leaks. No, Hillary Clinton, you lost because the American public know your record. You lost because you're crooked. You lost because the American public could not put you into office based on their good judgment. So, I was looking through the Twitter after that, and Hillary Clinton got miles and miles of praise by her supporters. See how that works? Today, FBI Director Comey testifies in Congress, to Congress, the Intelligence Committee. The ranking member, Dianne Feinstein from California, a Democrat who's been in office longer than most millennials have been alive, immediately starts this line of questioning that will sway the court of public opinion and is setting the stage for 2018 and 2020 in case they lose, and gave FBI Director Comey the opportunity to answer these questions in a way that would seem like the story has not been told. You know, I got to give it to the Democrats that there is something good about them. They are professional. They do have some professional writers who write these questions out for these senators. And there is probably a lot of thought put into it so that you can word the questions in a way that is not going to be totally straight to the point and still leaves a question mark as to whether the truth is known or not. And there is a reason for that, and it's because they want to set the stage to leave this door open to the fact that they believe in the unproven claim being a truth about Trump's connection to Russia, about Russian meddling in the election. However true the facts are, the Democrats will still try to sway and twist it around to make it where it seems like the Democrats are your savior, when in reality, they are lacking substance, they are lacking good policy, they're playing upon your emotions, and when they get your vote, that'll be the last time you ever see them. They are not working for you. They are manipulating the public, manipulating the public's opinion, manipulating the public's emotions with half-truths, twisted reality, and outright lies. Now, the Republicans played a little bit of that today too by talking to FBI Director Comey about Huma Abedin and Anthony Weiner and this routine practice that Huma Abedin had of forwarding Clinton's emails to Anthony Weiner's laptop so that he could copy them for her, and then she would present them to Hillary Clinton. And the FBI director stated he didn't see that she had the foresight of breaking the law. It didn't seem wrong to her. It seemed as though it could be a normal practice, so therefore no charges were recommended. And of course, the Attorney General Loretta Lynch, being a devout Democrat, would have never charged them. But the FBI Director Comey did state that a crime possibly was committed. Now, the Russians meddled in our elections. The Russians ended up with a bunch of emails. Huma Abedin is routinely sending emails to Anthony Weiner, who is now under criminal investigation for crimes against children, unspeakable crimes. The thing about this whole twisted mentality story is, how do we know? When you really look into Huma Abedin's past, when you really look at who she's connected to, when you really look at her background, her work history before she started with the Clintons, her family tree, what they do, what they're involved with, what her belief system is, and then you deal with Anthony Weiner, and then connected to this Russian deal, how do we know that Huma Abedin is not a Saudi spy and that Anthony Weiner is connected to the Russians and now he's a fall guy? How do we know that that didn't fall in place and then the Democrats twisted it around to try and place it upon Donald Trump because he has financial business dealings with his company in Russia, real estate? It was stated that the Russians used their influence and power in real estate deals to gain favors from Americans and American politicians and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They will do anything they can to twist the story in the event that they have catastrophic losses in 2018, the Democrats, and Trump wins the presidency again in 2020. So right now, the Democrats are setting the stage to make it appear like Hillary's a victim with zero evidence. They're also setting the stage that the election was a farce so that they can use that as a talking point when the 2018 midterms come and the next presidential election. They are the thought police, the emotion-provoking party for the fragile common Democrat. They play upon the court of public opinion instead of facts. They rely upon these three main things instead of substance, good policy, and working for the American people, including those who elect them and the ones that don't. So, if your opinion of the Democrat Party is one of them being on your side, I would suggest that you dig deeper into it, ask more questions, find out what the story behind the story is, and see between the lines of their timing and their motives and their manipulation of the American people. And it's all coming down to just a vote. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is your Democrat Party of today. I'm not saying Republicans are not dirty. I just gave you an example. The Republicans are dirty too. But the Democrats' main focus are these tactics. And then they tend to blame the Republicans for everything that they are doing. Just watch and see, read between the lines, do your own research, and you will see how dangerously crooked and twisted the Democrat Party has become. It is embarrassing to the world. It is dangerous for our economy. It is dangerous for our position in the world stage. It is dangerous for the average American. It is dangerous for our country from a military perspective. It is dangerous for our country from a leadership perspective to continue to follow the Democrat Party in its current form. I would suggest to any Democrat, and in case you didn't know it, I used to be a Democrat too, long time. I would suggest to any Democrat that does not see this with their own two eyes to do some research, read the facts, find out what your local representative is doing for you, and then decide for yourself. But I want to caution you, continuing to follow the Democrat Party of today and re-electing these dinosaurs who need to be replaced is irresponsible, it's anti-American, and it's potentially treason. You will decide to go against what America stands for if you continue to follow the Democrat Party of today. I want to caution you because the Republicans are going to rise. They're going to continue to rise. And with every single time the Democrats go against Donald Trump and get proven wrong or exposed for their court of public opinion, thought police projects, and compromising the emotions of fragile Democrats on half-truths, twisted reality, and outright lies, they will be destroyed.